you are starting the adoption journey, it is so exciting, but there's also so much to try to figure out that it can be a little overwhelming. Hi, my name is Sierra McDowell. My husband Kevin and I adopted a sweet little boy just over a year ago. When we started the journey, we were a little naive and a bit overwhelmed by all that it entailed. So we started off with looking for our agency, and we landed with Madison Adoption Associates. And let me tell you, that was one of the best decisions we have made in this entire process. We adopted our son through their Colombia program, and it was phenomenal. From the very beginning, they helped us in every step of the way. Any concerns or questions that we had, they put our minds at ease and they walked us through the entire process. There was even times through our home study that my husband would call up Shelly or Missy and just be like, I have no idea what is going on. Can you please help me walk through this paperwork? And it would often be late at night when the other kids were sleeping. And they were always right on top of things, helping us through the entire process and walking us through the things that we just didn't really understand or were confused about. In the home study, working with Regina was so seamless. She was just so present and she asked great questions and put our minds at ease, because it's a little nerve-wracking when you have someone coming into your home and dissecting everything about you. She was just so calm and patient and helpful and asked the right questions and put things together in such a great way for our dossier as a whole. There were definitely moments in the process where I would get a little bit frustrated and would have a bit of a hard time with things, because you're waiting on a lot of paperwork and government things, and it can become a little discouraging, especially if you have already been matched with a child and you're waiting for things. They were so gracious and kind every time I called them up and just kind of wanted to complain, or I told my husband to send them another email because I was being impatient. Right after we got our dossier done and everything had its stamp of approval and we were ready to go, we actually were sent some children that they were advocating for in the very first day, and ultimately one of those children became our son. So we didn't wait long, and it was actually the wildest experience. There was times where I was frustrated because we were waiting for some paperwork, but it all really actually moved pretty quickly. So then before you know it, we were off to Colombia to bring home our sweet son. I mean, I appreciate everyone at Madison that I have worked with, but over in country, my goodness, this is what made our adoption experience so amazing. We had this wonderful woman named Soraya and her team. She was our in-country rep, and she literally made our trip seamless. She would do things like organizing the cars, booking the hotels, making sure that everyone had what they needed, taking us to appointments, taking us to doctor's appointments. And even at one point, my other son had fallen and hit his head really bad, and we ended up having to take him to the hospital because he blacked out. And she has all these families she's taking care of, all these things that she's doing, and she met us at the hospital and did not leave our side until we were able to bring him home. Well, the hotel, because we were there for 5 weeks. But you really get to know some people in an amazing way. And I could not imagine that 5-week stay over there without her. The in-country representative that you have makes a huge difference for that time. I will forever be grateful for the team at Madison and the gift that they have given us in being a part of growing our family. Often in the process of adoption, the topic comes up about the money and how much it costs. But let me reassure you that every penny you are giving to Madison in this process is well worth it, and they go above and beyond and guiding you through this and helping it go seamless. I cannot speak for all of the other countries that they work with, but in Colombia, phenomenal. And not every family could say that when they were in country, but they eased everything, and Soraya was a gift from God in that time, and someone I will be grateful for eternity. So if you're thinking about using Madison Adoption Associates as your agency, rest assured that they are a wonderful team.